Dude, I am actually so incredibly glad they just left $600 worth of camera equipment right here and not in there. What up, YouTube? This is now a chocolate milk YouTube channel.
Starting to look at setter roles, and one of them, the commission structure, I'm not sure if this is normal. So they have it for 29 sets, $75 per set, 30 to 39 sets, $95 per set, and then 40 plus sets, $105, and then it's $100 per deal that gets closed off of your sets. Is that kind of normal?
There's nothing inherently wrong with anything you just said there. I think learning a little bit more about the type of offer, what's currently happening there would help paint the picture a little bit better. Do you have any other info on it?
Yeah, so they just cleaned house, and so they're refilling the roles that they previously had. They hired a new sales manager, so they're kind of doing everything over. Originally, the offer stated they were doing around $1 million a month, but after going through interview process, they started to say that they're now around 200 to 300,000. They're planning on investing more in organic leads, so they're looking to bring in new people and kind of really rev that up. So I'm not sure, especially after hearing what you guys just said, I'm not sure if that's going to be the sweet spot to be in with them really trying to start over from scratch.
I mean, 200 a month, there's definitely some appointments being set and taken. Do you know how many setters are on there right now?
When I asked, they said around 4 setters, and I think they have around 5 closers.
I think that's the biggest component so far that kind of is hold on. Really, now you kind of want to dig into that. What do they sell and how much does it cost?
So they do marketing for large corporations. So the ticket offer could be somewhere around 10,000 to 75,000. So they do coaching for sales teams, they do marketing. So it's a really high ticket cost.
So now you throw in the variable where it's kind of a B2B higher ticket, which is harder to book appointments. If you were saying, hey, this is a B2C fitness coaching, huge audience, mass market, 30 appointments in a month is cakewalk. But did you ask or did they share how many appointments they're currently booking across the team or the other reps?
No, I didn't ask that question.
I mean, we're kind of piecing it together here. As I ask more questions, I'm kind of getting a lower perception of the role. There's a couple of things there. How many appointments are being booked? What's the average? If they have 4 setters, what's the top person booking, the bottom, and the average, especially if it's on that tiered structure, and the tiered structure has a solid volume component to it. No base pay, just pay per booking and a commission per deal.
No, so the base pay is $500 for just being on the team, and then you get an additional $1,500 if you do 180 minutes of talk time or 150 dials per day, 5 days a week.
Okay, sweetens it a little bit. So let's just assume if you get into this, you work it as much as you want to, a 2K base and commission. That definitely sweetens it a little bit. The other setters, you mentioned they cleaned house. Are they all new from what you understand?
So some were still on. The setters that he got rid of specifically, he said that it was just a coaching ability. So he would ask them to do something. He actually said that he was working with someone on 3 weeks with the same problem that they just wasn't fixing. So the people that he pretty much got rid of were ones that weren't following. But they do have people that have been on the team since he got there. So he didn't totally clean house.
I don't know. Now hearing that there's a base involved for something that's pretty achievable, 180 minutes of talk time, you get on the phone with a lead, it's going to be at least 10 minutes, 18 leads. I would definitely be interested to see now, the back end of that, which is setters, how many appointments they're booking. Do you know if it's just for booking or showed bookings or qualified bookings?
Great question. That I don't know. Yeah, I didn't specify that.
That's pretty common. There's that end of it, the backside, what is currently happening now. On the other side, also kind of what is currently happening now. How many leads are being driven and where are they coming from? Because sometimes with B2B, they expect you to go outbound. They expect you to cold call. And I always say, Do not cold call commission only. It's a death sentence, nearly. I've seen a lot of roles look really good. It hardly ever works. I would cold call with a 2K base if you feel confident and they set you up with the right tech and all that. But I don't know. You said they're trying to invest in organic. Besides organic, like, do you know where the leads are coming from?
Yeah, so that I did double check because I've had a cold call job before and they're awful. So the people that I would call on with this role, they're people that they have conferences. They have, I think the person who owns the company has over like 1 million subscribers. So they are pretty warm leads. There are people who have either clicked on a button to get more information about the company, people who have purchased smaller packages to kind of figure things out.
Yeah.
So it's not reaching out to people who aren't familiar with the name of the actual company.
Yeah. Okay, well that's good. That sweetens it a little bit. So then it's just like, okay, how many leads do we have and how many appointments are being set there? And if you add one to the equation, one setter to the equation, and the numbers are close to making sense, they hardly ever perfectly make sense. But a lot of these teams are going to hire people in with the anticipation of growth. We just want to make sure that we're not too far away from that growth. We'd like to ideally see it in early stages, meaning the setters have a good workload, all of that. But yeah, it doesn't sound too bad, especially with the base pay. I'd just be interested to know how many appointments are being set, how many leads are being driven.
Okay, because I know he said expectations was two to 2.5 appointments set per day. So that would be, I mean, well, obviously that would be ideal, but the likelihood of that actually happening, that's my biggest question is kind of how would that actually look with the team? So.
Yeah, that's my issue with trying to make judgments off of expectations, because what's to stop him from saying the expectation is 5 per day? You know, not all that much. And that's why I would love to see the lead flow. And then also these leads, you know, are they driving 50 to 100 new leads a day for the entire team? Or are they going to throw you, if they were doing 1 million a month, are they going to throw you a database of, you know, leads from 6 months ago, 10,000 leads that they want you to like revive? So that's definitely a consideration as well. I've hardly ever seen those work out as well. It's not uncommon if you are the new setter to be tasked with trying to revive old leads in your downtime. But if you're not getting any piece of the pie when it comes to brand new leads, it's pretty difficult to make it worthwhile unless you're getting base pay or these leads are a little bit warmer than just completely cold. Like if they opted into an ebook a year ago, free ebook, it's going to be hard to get them set up, you know. But if they a month ago bought $100 low ticket product, like a little bit easier. There's a lot of factors. I don't hate it, but I would like to know a little more information. Also, if you want to DM any kind of links, you said the guy has a big social profile, I'm happy to take a look at that too. So this morning, rode the bike. Way too cold to be riding the bike, but rode to some coffee with my boy Tristan Workman, who is a sales manager for a product manager career development offer, super niche. Has a team of like 6 or 7 closers. I think they do close to $500,000 a month. Solid dude. He's been on the channel before. But we were talking about opportunities for him to grow past just being a sales manager on a certain team, and there's a lot of ways to do that. But it got me thinking about something that I've already thought about, and I'm gonna post a CTA for you guys who watch the channel. In the back of my mind, there's a business that exists that could do a lot of revenue online, and it's basically a sales rep ascension offer. We got a lot of sales reps who are like, dude, I made 10K, I made 15, I made 20, what's next? What can I do? And you know, I've run, built, and sold an agency, grew it from 0 to 700K a month. I've grown this community from 0 to 6 figures a month and sustained really good revenue part-time. So I've done agency, I've done community. I'm now working on a sales media brand. I got into just management. I got into recruiting. Like there's a lot of different paths that the sales rep can go. And so I've been wanting to put something together. I don't have the time in the day, but if you're watching this and you have more time than I do, and you're borderline autistic when it comes to operations and building things, leave a comment or DM me or email me, because I would love to run something up with you. I have the case study. I mean, we could even turn this into like personal branding angle. But if you're a sales rep and you know that you want something bigger and you don't know exactly what or how or when or any of those things, but you know it's out there, I've done it. I built the personal brand, I built the community business, built the consulting side hustle, built the sales media brand, built the agency, and I feel like I have a case study that we could scale something with. So DM me if that is you. I would only really consider like serious people, and honestly, if I don't know you, it's going to be a tough sell. Yeah, just want to throw a little CTA out there. If that is you, let's lock in. We just got the final tally for our wins channel in November. I'm sorry, not wins channel, hiring channel in November. Record number of jobs posted, 667 open, 1099, remote, appointment setting, or closing roles. If you go down to the 5th link in the description, you can see the sheet. It has all the roles, on-target earnings, the niche, and a link to the job post. If you're not in our community, you won't actually be able to see the job post, but you can see there is a link. Dude, that is insane. That is freaking insane. If you're not in our community, you might be in the Facebook groups. You might be sending cold DMs. You might be hitting LinkedIn easy applies. Your competition has notifications hitting their phone every single day for jobs before you even get a sniff that it exists. If you're a sales rep and you're used to making a lot of money, you know you can sell. Time is money. I hope you'd agree with that. And time that you're not making money is costing you a lot of money, especially if you know you can make 10, 20 a month, even 5 a month. Go down, check out that sheet, keep the video playing, open it in another tab, scroll through there, and just understand that if you are having a hard time doing this on your own, your competition has access to this. Need I say more? You should join us. Where's in the community?
Bro, I'm out here betting offers right now.
All right, here's proof that I personally talk to every single person in my community. Cranking this up for the day, 9 DMs. I'm about to film a time lapse of me cranking this out. Before I do, I'm gonna pop up this win right here. He's from Portugal, he lives in Portugal. When he joined our community, I think he had just finished an engineering degree with the Air Force in Portugal, Air Force Academy. He joined our community, obviously we focus on sales jobs, and he just had his first 10K month in his 3rd month. Appointment setting from Portugal without a sales background. This is not a common result. Most people don't get that result, much less in Portugal, much less without a sales background. Obviously, people are doing it inside of our community because in this channel, I show you guys every week, but I mean, read the words. Life changed. Not only did he make this amount of money, which I think the dollar goes further in Portugal, I could be wrong, but now he has this skill, this undeniable proof that he can sell. And that skill can pay him for the rest of his life. I love what we do. So here's that time lapse, me just getting back to everyone, looking at resumes, all that good stuff. But what you're about to see, I didn't film too much, but we had a community member dinner for our guy, Josh, who was here from Canada. Had like 10 guys come through. Well, here we are. Testing out this new camera. Hopefully it's better in the light. It wasn't so good in that low light. But I do have some mics for this, so when we use it, we're gonna get some better audio, but just want to film a quick outro here. I was thinking about this though. Tell me this isn't pretty cool. You can make 6 figures from home dressed like this. Dressed like some old retired skateboarder. Taking Zoom calls. Big Sales doesn't want you to know that. Anyways, that's this video, you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Twice a week, every week. One educational video, one behind the scenes kind of lifestyle like this. I'll see you next week. Thank you guys.